place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land. I know that it can be there someday. You've been waiting for. I know this life can be that one life you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Today could be the someday. Today could be the one day. Today could be the someday you've been dreaming of. Oh, 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 oh. Today could be the day. Oh, 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 today could be the day.
I'm Jim Brogan. I was born here. I've been here all my life. I have 2 degrees from the University of Tennessee. So we do wealth management and retirement planning. Anything in your life that could impact your finances. So we serve people. And that's part of our mission statement. We serve people.
Well, good morning. Happy Monday, everybody. How was the weekend? Did you enjoy it? Did you get all your Christmas shopping done? Or do you still have some last minute presents to run around town here over the next couple of days to pick up? Maybe that's you. Maybe that's not you. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed the weekend. Now, today is starting off on the chilly side, but we have tons of sunshine early on. Let's start you off with a live look there up in the Anderson County. This is downtown Clinton because the sunrise is just absolutely gorgeous this morning. Few high, thin clouds, a nice little cotton candy sky that grace us with its presence here this morning. But that sunshine is going to be overtaken by clouds as the clouds start to roll on in throughout the day. And if you've been with me for the last couple of days, we've been talking about the fact that these clouds, we're probably going to have more clouds than sunshine starting later on today through, well, probably the Christmas holiday, really, to be honest with you. We probably will see increasing sunshine on Christmas Day, but the warmth, don't know if you saw the title of this live, but are we talking about Christmas in July or are we talking about July on Christmas Day? I think it's going to be more like July on Christmas Day. Now, we're not talking temperatures in the 90s, but we are talking temperatures 15 to 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. So let's start you off with the almanac from yesterday. I always like to keep you in check. Yesterday, I was forecasting 54. We made it to 56 degrees. Morning low was 38, by the way. We didn't pick up any rainfall yesterday, so it turned out to be an absolutely gorgeous day. Hopefully, you, again, had a chance to get out and enjoy that. Saw Kathy this weekend. Kathy, it was good to see you. Went over to Hobbytown to pick up. My kids always take turns, not take turns, but they buy each other presents every single year. And so we kind of divide and conquer. And so one of us took one kid, the other took the other kid. But we ended up at Hobbytown and purchased some stuff there for one of the kids. Shh, don't tell him. He's up this morning. Let's talk about our futurecast because, as I mentioned, we do have those clouds that are going to start to skirt our way. You can see them in the bottom left-hand side of the screen starting to slowly head our way. High, thin clouds at first, then the cloud deck's going to lower. So the clouds will be high at first, like what we have this morning. Then the cloud deck's going to come down to about 5,000 to 6,000 feet in elevation. So right at the peaks of the Smokies is where our cloud deck's going to be by the end of the day. Actually, it could potentially give us a nice sunset here tonight. If we can get enough breaks as the sun comes down, cast that nice glow of the sun as it sets in the western sky on the base of those clouds, those are the kind of clouds that are going to give us a nice sunset here later on tonight. Hey, by the way, temperatures are trending much colder this morning. 20 degrees colder actually in Tazewell with a current temperature of 23. Tri-Cities is at 23. Lenore City's at 36. Knoxville's 28 degrees. We actually have 40 degrees right now in the Whitwell community. So nice chilly start to the day, but temperatures throughout the afternoon are going to warm nicely. Back to those seasonal averages. We're going to be in the upper 40s at noon. So maybe you're heading off to work today and kind of finalizing the last couple of days of work before you're off for the holiday weekend. Maybe you're off all week long. And if you are, enjoy it. It's really going to be a nice week to get out and enjoy some warmer weather. Well, Temperatures today will be just slightly above average by about 5 to 7 degrees or so today. I think that's really going to be the story tomorrow before that ridge of high pressure starts to build on in. Now, minimal chances for rain. Do have a couple of weak disturbances that will swing on through here this week. Probably not going to produce a whole lot. I think our best opportunity for seeing some rain showers will probably be on Sunday, as we have a little bit of a stronger wave that's potentially going to be moving its way on into the area. So let me break it down. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Rainfall outlook. You can see how rainfall today into tomorrow, it's going to be fairly lackluster. You may run into a couple of sprinkles off into West Tennessee if you're traveling there or if you're traveling northward. But as we get into our Saturday and then Saturday into Sunday, here comes that next little wave. Now, probably less than 1/4 of an inch of rain with that system. But our jet stream is really going to be building on in. So a big ridge of high pressure. The West Coast and the Northeast is going to be stuck in the cold and the stormy weather pattern. For us, we're not necessarily in that stormy weather pattern. We're in a big ridge, which is going to help to warm our temperatures up. So Christmas Eve, we're talking temperatures in the mid to upper 60s to low to mid 70s across much of our region. But you can see the colder air locked up across Minnesota, the northern Great Lakes, New England, up towards Pennsylvania and New York. And that's going to be the story on Christmas Day as well. So Christmas Day, we will be even warmer than on Christmas Eve in the low to mid and a few pockets of upper 70s. Now, no records expected, but definitely warm. And then hold on a second. I know the title says warming through Christmas. I forgot to change the title. Sorry about that. That should be colder air after Christmas. Potentially could be swinging its way back into the area as we get into our Sunday and Monday. So we're talking about next weekend as we round out 2025. It potentially could be a little bit colder. The model's kind of been going back and forth. Here's your 7-day. 50s today and tomorrow with morning. Look at these morning lows as well. Even Christmas Eve, if you're heading off to those Christmas Eve services, it is going to be warm. You're not going to need the jackets like the heavy winter coats, like the nice, awesome dress jackets. You're not going to need those. Christmas Day, I mean, forget about the fire in the fireplace early in the morning while you're waking up and getting breakfast and opening Christmas presents, because we're going to be at 52 degrees. And then we're going to warm nicely. So if anybody is getting a bicycle or rollerblades or skateboards or any of that kind of outdoor activities for the kids, it's going to be a perfect day to get out and play with the new toys. You know, sometimes you get bicycles for Christmas and you're like, you're building it inside because it's too cold outside, putting it together, and then the kids are like, I'm good. I probably don't want to go outside. It's too cold right now. So Christmas Day is not going to be that way. The day after, 67 and then 61 on Sunday with some light rain showers settling on in. But again, potentially seeing a little break in that warm weather with the potential with some colder weather as we get closer to the end of the year. All right, what y'all saying this morning? Let's see. Christmas presents are like the laundry for me. Washing and drying, no problem. Folding and putting away, 5 to 10 business days. Buying the presents, no problem. Wrapping them as well. Nice, Jill. It just doesn't stop, does it? But it's nice. It's nice to get the Christmas presents underneath the trees just a little bit early, so everyone kind of can look at them. Good morning, Layla. How are you this morning? You know, I love the warmer temperatures. I know, but it doesn't really. I was talking to Bob Bell over on Joy 620 WRJC this morning. I already had a conversation with him on the radio, and I was like, listen. Christmas in July, July on Christmas. He's like, listen, I like to get out and play some golf, so I'm okay with this. And I said, well, yeah, it's fine. It's nice. It's not going to really feel like the holidays because it's going to be so warm. But in my personal opinion, I'd like to have a fire in the fireplace, which we probably will still do, I suppose. Although it may be a little bit on the warmer side. You have 2 days to start shopping. Chris, come on, get on it, my friend. Well, thank goodness for my wife, because she has been a rock star this year and has ordered all the presents for the nieces and nephews, has wrapped all the presents. And I'm like, what can I do? She's like, don't worry about it. I got it. I'm already done. You're too late to the party here, buddy. Sorry about that. Thanks, babe. Much appreciated. All right, let's not keep you all morning long. Let's talk about some national holidays, shall we? As we do so, we'll take you outside, show you a live view from the Smokies. Cool shot. Lots of folks. I was looking at that camera last night, and lots of folks were standing there right there at the top of the tower at Anakeesta watching the sun go down. They were it was a packed house up there last night. Lots of family and friends coming to the town to celebrate the holidays. Hopefully, they have a good one. And I will say this, by the way, there is really no major travel concerns across the country. That is good news to pass along. So if you are traveling across the country, no major travel concerns when it comes to airport delays on the roads. We're not talking about any big snowstorms by any stretch. So today is the very first official full day of winter. It is December 22nd. And today is National Date Nut Bread Day. Well, doesn't sound bad, I suppose. It's also National Forefathers Day. Unless on Sunday, then following Monday. A big shout out to our forefathers. That's all we have today. I know Felicia has had some events recently. I think that just ended this weekend. Stacy says, we need some snow. I know, we do need some snow. Let's talk about weather history. Back in 2004, tremendous snow, Stacy, not for us, covered the Ohio Valley. The following cities set records for their most significant snowstorm ever. Evansville, Indiana, 22 inches. Dayton, Ohio, 16 inches. Paducah, Kentucky, 14 inches. That's insane. In 1989, that causes major travel problems right across the country. At least this year, we don't have to deal with that. In 1989, a total of 137 cities across the central and eastern U.S. reported record low temperatures for the state, dipping all the way down to 23 degrees below zero in Kansas City, Missouri. In 1988, strong winds prevailed in the foothills of Wyoming and Colorado. Winds gusted to 123 miles per hour southwest of Fort Collins and reached 141 at Mount Evans at the summit. That's insane as well. In 1987, the first day of winter was a relatively tranquil one for much of the nation, but heralded a winter storm in the central Rockies that produced 40 inches of snow on top of Pomerel Ski Resort south of Burley, Idaho. The heaviest snow of record for that location. In 1983, on the first day of winter, 75 cities reported record low temperatures for the state. 51 degrees below zero at Wisdom, Montana. And 12 degrees above zero in Waco, Texas. In 1961, holiday travel was paralyzed over extreme northeastern Kansas and adjacent parts of Missouri and Iowa and Nebraska. The storm produced 5 to 15 inches of snow with drifts up to 10 feet high. And in 1839, the second of triple December storms hit the northeastern U.S. The storm produced 25 inches of snow in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, and gale force winds in New England, but only produced light snow along the coast. And on this date in history, today's daily quote, attention to health is life's greatest hindrance, from Plato. In 1944, British Prime Minister Winston Churchill arrived in Washington for a wartime conference with U.S. President Roosevelt. In 1895, German physicist Wilhelm Röntgen, yep, you've probably can figure that out better than me, made the first X-ray. It was his wife's hand. And then the following day, it fell off. Just kidding. In 1864, during the American Civil War, Union General William T. Sherman sent a message to U.S. President Lincoln from Georgia. The message read, I beg to present you as a Christmas gift, the city of Savannah. Ooh, this is a nice sunrise. Ooh, how about this one, huh? There's some clouds that are going to be heading our way. That's Fox Road Marina. So again, a sign of a changing weather pattern as the change begins to roll our direction. Bringing us some clouds here for the next couple of days. Be careful what you see on social media, by the way. I say this all the time, but this guy yesterday, Snowbird Bob, if you follow him, don't follow him anymore. I put the X through that graphic right there, but the latest Euro model has a significant snowstorm. I mean, look at that graphic. That right there gets thousands and thousands of shares. Talking about snow across the deep south. One model run had that, and then that model run took it out. He is just nonstop with some of this stuff. Here's another one. This was an 840-hour snowfall forecast. 840 hours. I think not, my friend. Again, just looking for likes, shares, comments, concerns. I don't know. For those of you that asked about my East Tennessee weather license plate that I made on our 3D printer here at home, I did not get an email from anybody. And I know some people yesterday said, hey, I want one. Witcher, if you want one, you just have to message me. I do not have these on the merch shop as of right now, but maybe that can change. But I can print you one right here at home. Just message me, Mike at easttnweather.com. Send me your email or your address, I should say. Send me your address and let me know that you want an East Tennessee weather front license plate. Again, it's a little bit shorter, so you're going to have to finagle that one. It doesn't fit in the 3D printer so well. Let's see what you all are saying. Melissa says she's fine with the warm-up. Good morning, Cameron. How are you this morning? Yeah, I don't know about this whole warm-up thing. And I mean, it'll be nice to get outside, but... See, Felicia says we're heading up to restock at the Seymour Mercantile today. Open every day, including Christmas Eve. Shop local, finish those Christmas gifts. So if you're looking for something to do, check out the Seymour Mercantile. Great local place to shop local. And I've said that if you're looking for something local, I have a merch shop on my website as well, easttnweather.com. And don't forget to download the East Tennessee Weather app if you are traveling across the country. It'll keep you up to date on everything weather wherever you are. But of course, then you can check in on Witcher's 1 Minute Weather or your full forecast before you come back home to see how the weather is playing out here. I'm sure winter will blast us with cold before it's all said and done, so I will enjoy the warmth while I can. What's up, Jill? How are you this morning? Yeah, I suppose so. It will snow soon enough. It always snows in February. Yes. February is like our snowiest month. Need to make the TN and lightning bolt 3D printed. That's a good idea. That's not a bad idea. I do have sweatshirts, Rhonda. I do have some awesome sweatshirts. They're very soft and they're not expensive. Deborah's going to be along with me. I'm going to have a fire and turn on the air conditioner. Perfect. That's not a bad way. That's not a bad way to do it. You know, turn on the fire and have the air conditioner running at the same time. Super counterintuitive. All right, here we go. We got some Witcher's pictures. Autopilot sharing some of these with us. That is so teeny tiny. Let's make it bigger. Oh, that's cool. Down in Ringgold, Georgia. Or that's Rock City, Enchanted Gardens of Light. So that's not Ringgold, Georgia. That is Rock City. Here's some Rock City lights looking over Chattanooga from Autopilot, just on the other side. Let's see. Here's another great picture of the mountains. No snow on this one this time around, but the other day, Andrew posted a picture. Similar location. I don't know if it's the same location there, Andrew, but similar location that still showed some snow up on top of the hillside. I mean, that looks like a nice little adventure there, my friend. What are you driving? Are you driving a Jeep? Another picture of the winter solstice. That's Browns Gap, by the way. He says that's Browns Gap in the distance. So you would be looking towards North Carolina. And there's another picture here from Andrew saying no snow today on this winter solstice. But a beautiful shot of the Smokies off in the distance. Probably going to come in sideways. Andrew, shoot him sideways, buddy. How about that? That is like just awesome. Now, if there were some leaves on the trees, that would be even better. Just that sight right there. And we've got another great sunset coming from Nicole. This would be overlooking Norris. And a nice little silhouette of the trees there. So she says another, let's see. Nicole says, Nicole White, sunset at 12:20 from Norris Overlook. That's a great view right there. Nice little pictures you're sharing this morning. I appreciate that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all things East Tennessee Weather. And again, don't forget to download the East Tennessee Weather app if you're going to be traveling for the holidays. And you'll need it come springtime. Could be an active spring this year. But so far, so good. It's definitely going to be on the warmer one, so we're going to wrap things up this morning. You got to share my Christmas bus from Gibbs Parade. Oh, there it is. There it is. He just sent it in. How about this one? Mr. Bus Driver himself right there. Love it, Cameron. That's Cameron, by the way. There's your bus. Nice little decorations, my friend. Good morning, Brandon. How are you this morning? Did you miss it? You missed it, Aaron. The show is about winding down here. That's okay. There's always tomorrow, right? It was National Sangria Day. Did you have too much last night? Just kidding. It wasn't. The other day it was. I'm drinking out of my holiday cup again. Because I can't really clean dishes in a house that doesn't have a kitchen yet. So I'm using these disposable Christmas ones for coffee this morning. Well, I sure hope you have a great one. I'm on Christmas PTO, but getting ready for brunch with my triangle. Triangle? With your triangle of friends? Family? Ooh, brunch sounds really good right about now, doesn't it? It feels like the holidays. It feels like nobody's going to work, even though a lot of folks are still going to work. Use your patience. If you're heading out doing some Christmas shopping, listen, these people are working to try to put food on their tables as well. So give them some breathing room, give them some space, some patience. And if you do work in retail, try to smile as best you possibly can on these crazy, busy shopping days ahead. I hope you have a great day. I'll be back live tomorrow morning at 7:30, so tune in if you'd like to. Other than that, I hope you have a great Christmas week. Enjoy the sunshine, although enjoy the morning sunshine. Clouds are moving on in. More clouds than anything else over the next few days, but the warm weather really builds on in Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We're going to be pushing close to 70, nearly 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. So again, it looks like July on Christmas Day. Have a great day, my friends. Be safe, be kind to each other. Life is short. And Buck says, how about those Chicago Bears? I have no idea. See you tomorrow.
There's a schoolboy standing up in front of an army. Shoes in the mud and the wet paint twists and turns up the alley just like it should. So your colors, they start and it's stripping you